vacation. Okay. Alright, Shalom, Shalom. We back out here again. We're just gonna start off by giving all honor to this one, right? Come on. All honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahakodash Shukah.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the brothers teaching the truth across the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to due to the breaching and breaking of the covenant, aka a deal made with our forefathers with the Most High, who people ignorantly call God, right? The creator of heaven and earth. Peace and blessings to you brothers, right? And to the rest of you believers out there, you women and children and friends of the prophets of the Israelite nation, which consists of the so-called blacks, aka Negroes, so-called Hispanics and Native American Indians. To you, we say peace and blessings as well. All right, Shalom. So while we wait, man, America's destruction has been pending, and there's nothing people can do about it. Let me get Ecclesiastes 3 and 14. Give me a man read it. No?
3 and 14. Con. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 14. I know that whosoever God do it, Salak. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 14. I know that whatsoever God do it, it shall be forever.
See, what did he do? He wrote the end. Let me get Isaiah 46 and 10. What did he do? One more time on that, brother.
Con. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 14. I know that whatsoever God do it.
Who do it?
God do it.
The Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Right? Go ahead.
It shall be forever.
Right? What did he do though? Go ahead. 46 and 10.
This is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning.
He declared the end from the beginning, how everything is going to end, man. You know? And it's let me get please let me get 2 Peter 3 and 14. You know, how did he say it's going to end? Well, it's going to be very bad. Just the nutshell, it gets back to the point. 14. You see? Yep. Go ahead, start at 10.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
See, that's the end. That's talking about the end. Right? The day of the Lord is the end. Go ahead.
In which the heavens.
In what?
In which the heavens.
So the day of the Lord. Read that one time from the top.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Right.
But the day of the Lord.
The end. Go ahead.
Will come as a thief.
It's gonna come as a thief, man. So how it's gonna be, what's gonna happen, how it's gonna look, all of it's been declared from the beginning. See? Go ahead.
Will come as a thief in the night. In the which the heavens.
In which? Go ahead.
The heavens shall pass away.
What is the heavens? The heavens is talking about the sky. Right? This sky is gonna open up like elevator doors, man. You know? For real. It's already. Go ahead.
Shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And the what?
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
So everything in this world, in this earth, right, on this green, on God's green earth, right, it consists of elements, including people. Everything's gonna melt, man. Go ahead.
The earth also.
The what?
The earth also.
Earth gonna melt. See, go ahead.
And the works that are therein shall be burned up.
And the works that are therein. What's the works? All the buildings of man. You see, the Nike factory, the Staples Center, goddamn Statue of Liberty. All that stuff's gonna melt, man. You know? And this way, we can show you how it's gonna happen, but that's not the point. You can go ahead and finish it with more, man.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Verse 11.
Go back to that, that was just 10, right? Yeah, con. Yep, that's perfect. We're going to come back to that. Finish that Isaiah 46 and 10 though.
This is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning.
Right, so that was already written. That was written before it even got here. Go ahead.
And from ancient times.
Matter of fact, that was declared before these pages were put together. You see? Go ahead.
And from ancient times.
From ancient times. You see? Go ahead.
The things that are not yet done.
Right, so we just waiting on. So we reading about the things that's already been declared to happen. Right, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, he just used Israelite men, which consist of you so-called blacks, aka Negroes, and Native American Indians, man. Right? He just used our people to write about it, right? That's why that's why we the only people that do this. Because we the Israelite men, man. It's real, you know? But you gotta remind yourself of that, you know? It's something you know, but it's always the Lord always gonna remind you of it because we've been put away from it for so long, man. But go ahead.
Saying, my counsel shall stand.
You see? That's the same. We just read how you establish a matter by 2 or 3 witnesses. We just read that same exact sentiment in that Ecclesiastes 3 and 14. He said, saying what?
Saying, my counsel shall stand.
Go ahead.
And I will do all my pleasure.
You see, everything he said he was going to do, he's going to do. It's that simple, man. One more time on that Ecclesiastes 3 and 14.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14.
Yep.
I know that whatsoever God the Most High do it, it shall be forever.
Yep. And that's his will, right? You know, when somebody die in your family, they leave a will. You see, but the Lord don't die. That's the only difference, right? Or what they want. Well, that's what this is. This is what the Lord wants, and what you want is your pleasure. You see? Don't you go get your pleasures? Well, we're using the world, you know what I'm saying? You go get your pleasures, man. That's what your wants are. That's why he said he gonna do all his pleasures. What the hell he wanna do, man? Let me get that, the Lord shall work and who shall let him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Oh, that you was reading that. That was him. He was reading last, right?
Con. I still got more on it.
You can grab that. Right, go ahead, finish.
Con. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14. I know that whatsoever God do it, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God do it, that men should fear before him.
Yep. So it ain't nothing you can do, man. Just if your granddaddy don't agree with this, your auntie, your mama, your cousin, your sister, George Bush, George Jr., you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, man. If I stop believing and fall out, guess what? It don't matter. This word is still gonna come to pass, man. You see? That's how true it is. You know? The Lord gonna do his will. Just how when you get $1 million, those basketball players go get it the hell they want. You see?
Exactly.
So how much more the creator, man? There's more on that?
No, that's it.
All right. You got it? Don't even worry about it. Let's go back to that 2 Peter 3 and 11. Now we're going to go into it. So since knowing all that, that's why the lesson is titled, right, While We Wait. See where the Spirit takes us, man. You got it.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation?
Since you done found out the truth, what are you to do, man? Since we know the truth, what do we do? He want to bomb America, right? He want to put these people in captivity. He wants to save the Israelites. What do we do in the meantime, man? Go ahead.
What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Let me get Colossians.
I'm still going there on my head.
Don't worry, you drop that.
Con.
One more time on that, brother. One more time.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11.
While we wait, go ahead.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be?
So how should you be, man? Right? In the meantime, go ahead.
In all holy conversation,
and all holy conversation, man. Let me get Matthew 6 too. Go ahead.
and godliness.
And godliness. Matthew 6 and 20, start at, matter of fact, let me see. Alright. 19, start at 19. You got that?
1 and 13.
Yeah.
Come.
See? Yeah. You go ahead and read that out first.
This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth.
So in the meantime, don't be laying up treasures on earth, man. Don't be trying to stack up on women. Be trying to stack up on clothes. Don't be trying to stack up on water. You just need to get that the eat for today is sufficient. I believe that's take no thought for your life. I think that might be Matthew 5 or Matthew 6. Keep going.
Where moth and rust doeth corrupt.
You see where moth, because this place is corruptible, man. Why would you? It's like I was watching Lupe, right? Like a couple weeks ago, and he was saying how it is on that side. And one of the things he said he realized is the Ferrari is like bull crap. You know what I'm saying? It's Rolex. He was going into all of like the major player stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he said all that stuff is crap, man. All of it. He said the only reason cause he had a deal with for, I think it was Lamborghini, and he ended up calling Obama a terrorist, and they took it from him. So he was like, I know. He was like, they produce crap, man. He was like, the guy that started it, he wasn't into selling you a good car. He was selling people maintenance. You know what I'm saying? The idea of getting a car you can forever keep by just always paying for it to be maintenance. That's what that is, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything we gonna say gonna be, hey man, by the Spirit is gonna be true, brother. You know? But go ahead. And then another thing he said with the Rolex, he said they crack. He's like every single Rolex he bought, he said he's like all them bitches broke. Every last one of them. That's why this scripture written. See, he don't know this. Read that last scripture one time, that last verse. Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19.
Yep.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
You see? Because all this stuff corruptible. Lamborghini, Rolex, whatever you into, man. Everything gonna melt, man. Didn't the Lord just say everything therein, all the works therein? All the works. The damn Bible might melt, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord coming. That's how the Lord coming. He gonna, you know what I'm saying, melt the word. But the word ain't gonna melt. You know.
He gonna melt the carnal.
Yeah, man. Exactly. That's when she came over here talking about something. That word been in me since I was 16. That word gonna have to be you in be in you then. Matter of fact, that's another good point. We're gonna have to pull the Maccabees out. Maccabees, when they was rounding up everybody like they about to do again, and they was stealing it, they was taking everybody's scriptures, burning them. You ever seen that movie Fahrenheit 411? You need to watch that. Fahrenheit 411. They're gonna do that, man. Before I move back here, I'm staying in Cali. And they put it's already a law out that you can't, they banning Bible sales. You know what I'm saying? This period, in Cali. They banning Bible sales. I was telling people that they didn't even know. They was like, what? I'm like, yeah. That was years ago.
Fahrenheit 411.
411.
411?
Yeah. I got Michael B. Jordan in it. And they just, the whole movie about them going burning books. And then, you know what's so spiritual about it? In the beginning of the movie, they tell you the most important books. And they said the Bible was one of them. I think it was like the Bible, Moby Dick, and some other book they said. But you know, that's just to not have you focus on the truth as much. So they're going to put crap around you. If I ain't reading on Moby Dick, man. It's all Dickens. Go ahead, man.
Where moth and rust doeth corrupt.
See? So don't lay up treasures on earth, man. You gotta be like Book of Eli. You seen that?
The movie?
Yeah. You see that? Book of Eli, in the beginning, Denzel got asked, he was like, do you remember how the world used to be? right? Because it's an apocalyptic movie. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the results of everything that was written in the scriptures.
So heavy too.
You know,
That's about like the results of
what was written. Yeah,
Book of Eli.
yeah. And he had said, in that movie about us, it's about you. You know, he was the only one that's. I ain't gonna let you see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he was asked, do you remember how the world used to be? And he said, yeah, people have more than they needed. Hundreds. Everything, anything. Like the brother said. You got it?
And where thieves break through and steal.
You see, when thieves break through and steal, see? It's like, look, I was just watching people steal, what is that called? Carjacking, you know what I'm saying? Jake steal carjacking. Like I seen a video from like a year ago where this Jake, he had the burner and this Edomite lady was getting in her car. She was like a CNA worker or something. Jake was looking, I'm talking about regular looking Jake, look like Mike Jones. And he seen her, he pulled the hammer, he timed it, like right when she was about to get in, he hurried up and ran up on her, pulled the hammer out, and was like, get out. And not even on some, I want your purse. He made her get on the ground, and she started kicking immediately. Anger, I guess, or whatever, who was looking or something, right? So she ended up on the ground, on the concrete, on the pavement, fighting for her purse, and he wanted the purse. So he not only takes the purse, but gets in the car, and takes the car, and then they ended up getting the car back from him, but they couldn't find him though. You know what I'm saying? I think I just said that off something you just read. Yeah, well, they steal, yeah, thieves steal, man.
You read that part?
Yeah, you in Matthew 6.
Yeah, huh.
That other verse 25, verse 25.
Yeah, it's in there, right? You go ahead and bring it up. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, and where thieves break through and steal.
Yeah, so where thieves break through and steal, so what sense does it make for you to be stocking it? Like, matter of fact, we gotta go into the Apocrypha, for real. We gotta go into that Maccabees, and let's go into 2nd Ezra 15. This is how the Lord gonna sustain us, man. When all things break loose, people gonna have bunkers put up for us, man. That's how you gonna survive. You know what I'm saying? All these people storing up goods and stuff like that, and it's already written that people's houses gonna be broken in, man. They show you that on the movie The Road. The Road, Book of Eli, Fahrenheit 411 are 3 movies you need to watch. I'm like in my constant rotation, cause that's how it's gonna be. Look, in the movie The Road, the dude was traveling with his son, cause his woman turned on him. She looked back. You know what I'm saying? So now they're in the world where they gotta survive now, the apocalyptic world. You see what I'm saying? But it tell you that in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, all these people putting up, they storing goods. You know what I'm saying? They got little bunkers in their house because they got so much money to where they can afford it. That's only for the elect, man. Because it tell you that. Matter of fact, go ahead and bring that up, brother. Read that one more time. That verse you just read.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
See that? Bring that up. Start it on. Start at 10.
Come on.
Watch this. Let me get Revelation 11 and 8. Watch this.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10.
Because it's another thing, too, while you wait. You got to be occupied in prophecy. You see? Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. You ain't got to, I got it. Let me bring this out real quick.
Maccabees.
No. 2nd Ezra 9. This is 2nd Ezra 9. This is what you do while you wait, man. Because right when you think it's sweet, oh, I know the truth, you end up getting caught out there, man. Due to not doing this. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You see? So that's powerful, man. That's what you're supposed to be doing in the meantime. A real man of the Lord is occupied in prophecy. You watch it, man. You know, that's what gives us the advantage. We did a lesson last week on the highways called "We Got the Drop." You know what I'm saying? And we go into the definition of that phrase, the drop. It's a real definition, man. It means to just have the advantage. We telling the so-called white man he about to chip everybody before he do it. So we got the drop. Why would I succumb to you if I already know you written to be destroyed? My slave. You see? But you can only get in that type of spirit when you're doing what the scripture just told you. Measure the time diligently. So while we sit around and wait, we're supposed to be watching, which we'll get to. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10.
And this is going to go back to the point of how I was talking about how people laying up treasures for themselves on earth where people can just steal it. That's written to happen. And it's about to happen, bro, on a high level. Go ahead. Watch this.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not...
One more time.
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Go ahead. Now, who's the Lord's people? He said he's not going to suffer. Read that one more time.
Con. All the way through from the top.
Go ahead.
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people...
He said, behold, check it out. Pay attention, bro. Go ahead.
My people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
His people. Whose people? The Most High's people. Who's his people according to the scriptures? Gotta know that. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8.
Because one's be like, we're all his people. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. Go ahead.
When the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance.
Psalm 78. Go ahead.
When he separated the sons of Adam.
Right? Everybody, right? Everybody come from Adam, right? Go ahead. We separated everybody. We was not always to be put together, but that's not the point. Go ahead.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Nah, that ain't the point. Nah.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 9. It says, for the Lord's portion is his people.
Now, who is his people? Whoever his people is, that's his portion. Go ahead.
Jacob.
You see? What was this man's name before? Don't he have a former name? That's you. It's Jacob. Go ahead. All right.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
So Jacob is his people and a lot of his inheritance. You got that Psalm 71 and 78?
71? No, there's no 78.
78 and 71. Lock it.
Con.
Okay, we good. That's in the other one. You got it? Go ahead. This is a clear one right here, right?
This Psalm chapter 78, verse 71.
Because this is how you break down prophecy. Who is this concerning? Right? If it's something like as far as a prophecy that's in favor to this people or something that's going to hurt this people, you got to be able to decipher what it's saying by breaking down the word. Like, it's a breakdown for words. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you in a second. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 78, verse 71.
Right?
From following the ewes great with young, he brought him to feed Jacob, his people.
Woo! See that? Go ahead.
And Israel,
Let me get
his inheritance.
1 Kings 8 and start at 14. Let's get another one. So read that one more time. That's music to my ears, man. Because it's the truth.
Psalm 70.
You gotta find out. People gotta find out who is Jacob, but they don't want you to know that part. You see that? Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 78, verse 71.
Yeah.
From following the ewes great with young, he brought him to feed Jacob, his people.
Jacob is people. Who's the his? The Most High. So Jacob is his people. Go ahead.
And Israel, his inheritance. So Israel, you know what I'm saying? That's who's going to inherit. You know what I'm saying? That's who gets the inheritance.
Well, that ain't the point, bro. That ain't the point. Start at but that's true though. Start at 12. You got it. Just read it through. You got to read. You gonna have to listen to this one. Go ahead.
1 Kings.
The point in 16. Go ahead.
1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 12.
Yeah.
Then spake Solomon. The Lord said that he would dwell in the thick darkness. I have surely built thee an house to dwell in.
We're just giving you scriptures right be able to prove who his people is according to the scriptures. Basic things. You know what I'm saying? Every brother can't do that in the truth. And been in for years. A year, whatever. Go ahead.
I have surely built thee a house to dwell in.
You would be surprised how important these scriptures is. People come up and argue with us all the time, and they be like, well, we're everybody people. And can't no brother up here think of a scripture on top of their head to cut it. We just gave you one. Psalm 78, what was it, 78 and 71?
78 and 71.
Gave you another one, Deuteronomy 32 and 9. Go ahead.
A settled place for thee to abide in forever.
Yep. And then that's another thing. Let me get set for the defense of the gospel. Go ahead.
And the king turned his face about.
So the king is talking about Solomon here. Go ahead. It's going to tell you who the Lord's people is according to this. 2 or 3 witnesses, right? This will be a third one. Go ahead.
And blessed all the congregation of Israel.
Yep.
And all the congregation of Israel stood.
Yep.
And he said, blessed be the Lord, God of Israel.
So that's the scripture to prove who God is the God of. Israel. Go ahead.
Which spake with his mouth unto David, my father.
Because this is Solomon talking. Go ahead. After he built the temple. Go ahead.
And hath with his hands fulfilled it,
But he going to drop something on you, right? Which is the point. Go ahead.
saying, since the day that I brought forth my people Israel out of Egypt.
Cut. See that? Now let's go back to that second Ezra. You can finish it, but let's go back to that second Ezra. You got the defense of the gospel? Get the defense of the gospel. You can finish that and get the defense of the gospel after. Go back to that second Ezra 15.
Con.
In the spirit, quick. It probably sound like, you know what I'm saying? And then some brothers is different in the spirit. I tend to, you know what I'm saying? But the spirit really do move quick like that. The spirit is compared to the wind, man. So you gotta, and you've been watching, so you know. Go ahead.
Second.
Go ahead and finish. Where you leave off at?
10.
I chose no city out of all the tribes of Israel to build an house, that my name might be therein. But I chose David to be over my people, Israel.
Once again, it's saying twice in there. See that? So could nobody come up tonight and say that? You know? But people do. You know? That's what make you a prophet. You see? So on, brother.
Come on, man.
Con.
So we know now, according to the scriptures, it's clear who the Lord's people is, right? Does the Lord change? Let's get that real quick. Go to defense of the gospel. Yep. Hold that Philippians 1 and 17. All right. Get Malachi 3 and 6. Watch this. Does the Lord change? Let's prove it according to the scripture.
This
Go
is
ahead.
Malachi chapter 3 and verse 6. For I am the Lord, Yahweh. I change not.
You don't change. So these people still the people of Israel. Period. Right? You don't let nobody move you off of that. Ever, bro. Go ahead.
Con. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 10.
You wake up tomorrow, the page gonna say the same thing. People wake up like,
Is it?
yeah, they don't say you today, bro. You still say Israel. Go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
So Israel, see that? Go ahead.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
What is his people is led to the what?
To the slaughter.
To the slaughter, right? They setting our people up, right? They basically did this to our people. If I pulled this brother blind, his sanat down, his headband down or whatever, and I just led him forward to fall off a damn cliff, I led him forward into that. You see what I'm saying? That's what they doing. Our people about to drown, man. You know what's spiritual about that? Because we talk about the flood that's getting ready to come in. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they doing. All our people, you got, man, look, some of the damn celebrities, bro, they house is gonna be getting ran through. Because that's the whole point of what we're talking about. LeBron house gonna get ran through. The Lord will probably say something happen, the Lord can have you like go to Cali or something. When everything break loose. You just never know. And he put you up in LeBron's house. He got a bunker in there and everything. Yeah. Hey, bro. Go ahead.
Con. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 11.
Yep.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Yep. One more time on it, brother. On the next verse you got.
Con.
11.
Con.
Huh?
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 11.
So that's how they being led to the flock of the slaughter. Esau, the so-called white man, knows this place is about to be destroyed. That's why they build bunkers underground. Because some people got bunkers in their big mansions. Like, you seen the movie Safe House?
Not sure if I have.
I'm naming a lot of movies, like I be watching movies like crazy. And they ain't the case. It should be playing, but I don't be watching it. But that's another movie though, Safe House. They had, remember that big mansion with Forrest Whitaker?
Con.
She had
I got a list for you.
She had a safe house in her house, bro. A lot of these houses you see around here, they laced. They ready for like if shit, like people know shit finna hit the fan, bro.
It was an article I had read maybe a month ago or so. It was just saying how the market for bunkers and safe houses are like skyrocketing right now amongst the elites, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
And that's old, because they keep putting those articles out, because they are doing that.
Con.
But they've been preparing for years.
Con.
They was doing that in 2000.
Wait,
remember?
yeah,
When
even
White
before
2K
then.
hit?
Exactly. Con.
Because you brothers, what you, Doug?
Yeah,
Doug,
what?
you 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2000, I remember that. That was right when 99 ended. You know what I'm saying?
That new millennium.
People thought the
so-called.
world was finna end. It was all over, remember they was all
Yeah.
over the news.
Like I remember that so-called New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Like people thought it was just, you know what I'm saying? One was hugging. You know what I'm saying? They thought it was about to be over with. That's real. A lot of the world thought it was about to end.
I'm young too, but you know, I was a kid. I remember it. I remember it clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at that time, I wasn't even scared, because it was just like,
Right?
yeah, that's literally how it was.
Right.
They, bro, it's finna end, and people, you was seeing people can goods and shit. That's how it's gonna be though. Go ahead,
Con.
love it.
Con. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 11.
Yep, let's let them hear it though.
But
Let us all hear it.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
That mighty, because the Lord is all. That's why He called Almighty, man. He's all powerful, right? All. He's known in. He's known as God Almighty in the Hebrew. Power Almighty. Power Almighty. Well, not in the Hebrew, but God Almighty in the Hebrew would be Allah Shaddai, right? So what does He mean by that might? Supernatural strength, man. Supernatural deliverance. Like I said, you can be, somehow you will end up in LeBron crib, bro. And he out there, his man, bro. Go ahead, man.
Con. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand
We're still talking about Israel, Israelites that got the truth though. The elect, go ahead.
and a stretched out arm,
Yep, and a stretched out arm. Your arm is your reach. The Lord got a long reach. It ain't nothing too hard for him, man. Go ahead.
and smite Egypt with plagues
Bring that out.
as before.
Revelation 11 and 8. Got it?
Step on my feet.
Right now?
Go ahead.
This is
Is that
Revelation.
talking about actual Egypt? Let's hear it. Go
This is
ahead.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8.
Yup.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city.
You see, that's spiritual, because he just said his people being led like to a slaughter. What is it? What's that? Slaughterhouses. Dead carcasses. But it ain't talking about actual dead carcasses. Some people dead mentally, man. Go ahead.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Basically, this is a slaughterhouse. If you can receive it. This is one big slaughterhouse, bro. Your parents dead. Everybody dead, man. If they don't get this truth, they dead. You see? Go ahead.
Which spiritually is called,
Which is what? Which what?
which spiritually,
Rough on the top one time.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city.
Yep. What's that? Make America great again. Go ahead.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
So see Sodom and what?
Sodom and Egypt.
That's talking about America, man. So Egypt, a lot of times, a lot of the prophecies that's getting ready to happen to America, you're going to see it written as Egypt. You're going to see it written as daughter of Babylon. You're going to see it written as another brother, one that the brothers just brought out is Tyre. You know, I think that's Ezekiel the 28th chapter. So the Lord, because this place is just like all the worst kingdoms that was talked about in the scriptures before, back on earth again, man. So you would be reading something one day, and you would think it's talking about this old place called Tyre, and it's talking about America. And you would know by knowing the history. You gotta know history to understand prophecy. Go ahead.
Con. and will destroy all the land thereof. From the top.
Yeah, go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
Yep. He said he's gonna bring us out of it, man. They think they finna set us up for the okie doke and we gonna lose out. No. All y'all, and what are they doing in the meantime, right? What's the lesson called again? In the little while we wait. Yeah, while we wait. While everybody's waiting, right? People preparing. What are people doing? Acting like ain't nothing going on. You see? It's crazy, bro. Go ahead.
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand.
Who's the dumb? It ain't gonna be these Israelites that's acting like ain't nothing going on. It's gonna be us. Go ahead.
And I will bring them with a mighty hand
Yep.
and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
So those plagues, all these crazy things that I'm talking about right now, you can understand it in the form of the nutshell called plague, right? The word called plagues. Go ahead.
And will destroy
And
all
we'll do what?
and will destroy all the land thereof.
This place finished. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Egypt shall mourn.
Egypt shall mourn, man. America mourning right now, man. Trump just called the damn coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And the foundation of it shall be smitten.
Look, this place finished. This guy walking around with a mask. No one's patrolling him, but he got a mask on. These people finished, man. Go ahead.
With the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
The thing that was already declared. Go ahead.
They that till the ground shall mourn.
So, because in the meantime, right, while we wait, the people that got the riches, let me get Proverbs 11 and 4. Whoever can get that real quick. Proverbs 11 and 4. They, go ahead. While they getting, they putting up, they storing. Hey, I gotta build this one last wall. You know what I'm saying? Well, the men of the Lord and the women, right, that's in this too, they reading these scriptures. You know, so basically it's like you gonna get, it's like a affirmation, if you will. The Lord looking at your mind to see if you expecting what he wrote. You see what I'm saying? And that's how he gonna give it to you. That's why it's important for you to be constantly in this. Because there's gonna be days when you're gonna feel like we probably gonna lose. I might not make it. Am I a man of the Lord? You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be, bro. It's a constant up and down with it. You know, we're having the truth. But that's what we doing in the meantime. We reading this and preparing mentally. Knowing, okay, while they over there putting that up, the Lord putting that up for the elect, man. They not finna be in that stuff, man. If you're not even at home when all hell breaks loose, what good's the bunker? But he have a man of the Lord over there. We have a man of the Lord over here. We say we talk about somebody's house, and that house got a bunker in it. You see? That's how the Lord works. Go ahead.
Con.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
You see? Do we got riches? Hell no. You see? So who is that talking about? It's talking about the sellout celebrities of our nation, but it's really talking about the elites, the so-called white people. Everybody in Naperville is one of the richest places. Didn't you say it's the richest place in Illinois?
Yeah, it's one of them.
Wouldn't even think. Didn't you say Kanye was out here?
Yeah, he was out here for last time he was in like the city. He was running through around here.
You go down the street, you gonna see they got all these mini mansions, little castles and stuff.
Yep. Riches don't profit though. Why? Because the Lord gonna give everybody according to the work of their hands. Because you think because you built a bunker, you deserve to get the salvation of it, right? That it can give you. No, you was being evil, running at your job, calling your employees niggas and spicks. You see what I'm saying? Behind their back, and you think because you got money to where you can go build a bunker, you're gonna actually receive the work of that? No, you're not. Let me get Jeremiah 17 and 9. Real quick, just to hit some side points. Because the prophecy is deep. It's there. We're going to go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9.
While we wait.
The heart is deceitful above all things.
So people out here really thinking, no, you got to be lying. Your thoughts got to line up with this. It don't matter what you think if it don't line up with this. You see? Go ahead. Your heart, because the word right there for heart is loud, meaning mind. Go ahead. So one more time.
The heart or mind is deceitful above all things.
You ain't got to put that in there. Go ahead.
And desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Jump to, let me see. 10.
Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart.
Search the heart. You see? Checking to see how you thinking. And do you really believe this? You don't even, how you going to be saved if you don't even know what's written in here? You see? He wants you, that's what you're supposed to be doing it while we wait. Seeing how he going to deliver us. The elect is talked about. Let me get Romans 9:27. Brother Ward, he can bring that one out. Go ahead.
I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways.
See, he tried the reins to give every man according to his what?
According to his ways.
What else?
And according to the fruit of his doings.
See, you're going to get the work you've been putting out. You can't think because you got riches, you can go buy salvation. The bunker's going to be able to save you. No. That's not how it works. Let me get Proverbs 28 and 26. You got it? Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 26.
26. No. Yo, what's the scripture? Yep. That's the spirit. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 26.
Yep.
Many seek the ruler's favor.
You see? And many seek the ruler's favor. You see? So, I'm about to go invest in what's that dude's name? Elon Musk. Says I'm about to go invest in Elon Musk's company. We're gonna make some millions, so I can build this bunker. One more time. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 26. Many seek the ruler's favor.
Many, whoever ruling, whoever winning, that's what people with, man. Ain't nobody. That's why ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody come. We got into it. Well, we was cutting some. We was bringing the word out, cutting some damn Ishmaelites that came up here, some so-called Muslims, right? And they was like, that's why it's only 4 of you, because you guys are fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, the Lord said He chose you small. You see? That's right in the scriptures. So you ain't gonna. The biggest congregations, the Lord's not even dealing with, like IUIC. That's why they the most bugged out, because the most Israelites are there. Out of every congregation. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 26.
Yeah.
Many seek the ruler's favor.
So people just want to be with whoever winning. That's my point. Go ahead.
But every man's judgment cometh from the Lord.
You see? So it don't matter that you got the guy who built Elon Musk's bunker. It don't matter. Because your judgment ultimately the decision of what's gonna be for you it comes from the Lord, man. From your Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You got that what was that? Romans. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Romans 9 and 27.
Yep.
It's Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel.
Yep. So that's another thing you need to be thinking about while we wait. Go ahead.
Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea,
Yep.
a remnant shall be saved.
A remnant shall, that's a promise. A remnant of the Israelites are gonna be saved. What's gonna happen to the rest of them? That slaughterhouse. You see? They're gonna fall for the okie doke. They out here not preparing themselves, man. Not meditating on the word of the Lord. That's why I tell you in Revelation, hurt not the earth for the tree until we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Hurt not the wine, it says too. Them the men who got this understanding, right? The doctrine. They not gonna hurt that. The Lord ain't gonna hurt himself. You know? Go ahead. And then you can get clever and be like, well, why he gonna hurt the earth? Well, it's a scripture that say, why is earth and ashes proud? The Lord's not earth and ashes. You see? So when he hurts the earth, he won't be hurting himself. That's just one of his creations. But if he hurts you, he not gonna hurt his word. You see? That's why it's so valuable, man. It's in you. He not gonna hurt that. That's him. You a little, like the Elder Tahar just made a video called we are little mini most highs. You see? But you ain't no little mini most high if you ain't got his understanding in you. He don't care he gave you an Israelite body. He don't care you an Israelite woman. You see? Everybody knows, bro. Go ahead. These people look at us. Look, you see? Go ahead, brother. That's cool. Yeah. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn,
Yep.
for their seeds shall fail through.
You see? So people that's putting in work, like before I left the plant, right? This is older Jake I used to work with. When the pandemic hit, all these dudes got that 401k stuff put up. They was literally watching their money. Dudes was losing like $60,000 like in a few days. 10,000. They was literally watching all their money, their retirement money that they've been working 20 years for, just fade away. So he was like, you know what? I'm finna call and just pull out. But the reason they don't, because they tax you on it. So say you was working somewhere for like 15 years. I don't know if you know this, but just in case you don't, they you will work, you putting up your 401k, you probably have like 80 racks put up. That's waiting on you when you retire. Say you needed it, you wanted to take it out then. Most people don't because they'll charge you like 30 racks. Literally. So what's the point? But then the pandemic hit, that's why I say riches profit not in the day of wrath. That was like a form of the day of wrath, man. All that job went away. Now when you retire at 60, you ain't got nothing. But you just gave Esau your whole life. And you have no understanding. That's why I say you can't put wine in old bottles. New wine in old bottles. They finished, it's too late. So the best thing, that's how you know the Lord deal with young men. He gets you right when you perfect. You perfect. He can present you to somebody. He pour out that crap that was in you, and he put the new wine in you. You look brand new, you see? He can put you right on the shelf, you see? And he can sell you to another brother, you see what I'm saying? And he buys what you're saying. That's how it works. Go ahead.
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn,
See, all these, it's talking about workers, right? Go ahead.
for their seed shall fail through.
Yep.
The blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation.
Yep, because it tell you that the Lord created spirits for vengeance. So say you got like Bernie Sanders, I think it's him. He owned a bunch of agriculture fields. Like most of our fruit and produce, because I was living in Cali, so I know it comes from Cali. You can smell all the fruits when you ride past the fields. It's crazy. But since the pandemic hit, can't nobody go out there and work. That's how we know the other prophecies is getting ready to come. The famine. You see? Yeah, he said blasting and mildew, man, and hail. Because the Lord, those are different destructions, different forms and means to how he can bring his destruction. So if he wanted to destroy, it's just like he did in during the time of Exodus. When he wanted all of the greenery and food of Egypt burned, he sent locusts and, you see? So he can send hail to destroy your crops. He can send a bunch of crows or something. He can do that, you know? So all these are just things he's going to do up until the time that we get into. That's what this is going into, which is when people's shit is finna get ran in, bro. It don't even matter if you don't have a bunker. Your shit gonna get ran through, bro. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14.
Yup.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
That's these people. You see, woe means destruction. They dwell in the world, man. You think these people don't care? We out here reading the Bible and all churches closed. So you would think more people will come up here. They don't care. So you can clearly see, dang, the creator guy. I see why he gonna destroy this. You see, you should really be trying to see, while we wait, right? Why he would really want to destroy these people. You know what I'm saying? Like how many people are worthy? You know what I'm saying? What really needs to go? You know, how pissed could he really be? How patient is he truly being? You know? Because that's what's going to keep you in the truth when you're stuck in prophecy. Not, yeah, bro, I got my new fringes. You know what I'm saying? I got my new dress, my gown, that shit, once you over that, then what, man? You see? It's just like looks. When looks gone, then what? You know? Go ahead, man.
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 15.
That's right.
For the sword and their destruction draw nigh.
You see, it's close, man. It's close, bro. And that sword is Esau coming with them M16s, man. All this gonna be shut down. They do this every week, bro. Or everybody just, like they program, they all just come out here and just be idle. Don't even be going nowhere. You see the same group of people like 3 times. They just doing loops like we on GTA.
Exactly.
Just spawning. Lord just, look, he just spawning people. You see somebody just pop up.
Out the abyss.
Yeah.
The forest. And
Yeah.
shit.
Game be like, let me put some people right here. It's empty. Yeah, let me do something right there. Go ahead, man.
You go to somebody's house in GTA when they come out, you kill them, they come back out through the door and shit like they ain't never just get killed.
Exactly. That's why I just off to. Go ahead.
2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh,
They don't know this though. Go ahead.
and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Down the race wars right there. The election, we like 20 days out. Brothers has been literally paying attention to that. All hell might break loose in 20 days, bro. Because if, look, and then, because we know it's the pandemic, it's not a real thing, man. And they probably did put a disease out here. But we know they setting it up. Let me get Revelation 12 and 12. They know that, we know they setting it up. Because Esau is really the damn devil, man. Like when you really go into his history, his track record, there's articles, I got articles I'm going to bring out probably the next watch, Lord willing. A little chick had found out in Wuhan the coronavirus is fake or it was made up or some shit. I'll pull it out right now.
Get it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12.
I've been sitting on this.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
It's better if you in the sky. That's why you think they keep trying to find out how they can live on Mars.
Exactly.
Read that one time.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12.
Yeah.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
You see, they trying to dwell up there. Elon Musk is behind SpaceX Force. That SpaceX Force, when you look up what it's about, they trying to make it possible to be living on Mars, I think by like 20, 40, 50, something like that.
And that's one of his whole.
Oh, damn, look. That's a chariot, bro. You see it while moving right there?
Wow. Look, it's starting to disappear too.
Yeah, man. That's rare. That was one. Last time we seen that was what? That one night we was out at the spot.
You see it gone
That's
too.
like- That's that swing low, sweet. Hey, that's spiritual. The Lord said, well, read that all the time, man. See, the Lord, like brothers be saying, he got a sense of humor. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens.
What is the heavens? When you look it up in the Greek, it's arnos. It means sky. You good if you up there. We happy. Why you think when the destruction hit here, he said he gonna beam us up because we gonna be looking down, knowing we made it. You know what I'm saying? Lit.
I said, you saw movies 2012, right?
That's
They
a
got
good movie
they
too.
got into the plane,
Exactly.
so they in the sky.
Read that. Come on, go ahead, finish.
They in the sky. They're not on the ground. They seen all the destruction, but they in the sky, so they basically rejoicing that they're not being killed.
That's some bullcrap. Yeah, they weaving and shit, thinking they dodging them.
Yeah.
But right, that's Esau. That's Esau shit. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is completely different.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Keep going.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth
Keep going.
and of the sea.
Yeah, because they know all the destruction that's getting ready to come on this earth. So let us try to figure out how we can be living there. They already been taking ships up there. You know what I'm saying? Been doing it. Go ahead, brother.
So Obadiah 1 and 4.
Yep.
It says, Go, thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and go, thou set thy nest among the stars. Thence will I bring thee down,
Man.
saith the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
So that's real, bro. You want to speak on it? You know?
No, those stars could, well, it's twofold. It could go into the outer space, or it could go into the Israelites, which are likened unto stars.
That's it. That's it, bro. Exactly, man. But exactly. So that's why the damn devil, he know. The whole point is, he proving that they trying to deal up there, right? Why? Because they know what's getting ready to happen here, man. Fuck a bunker. You know what I'm saying? They about to go ape crazy, which we finna get. Go ahead and finish.
For the devil is come down unto you.
And they basically trying to run from themselves. They gonna cause all this chaos here, and then run from, you know what I'm saying?
They own selves.
Yeah.
Their neighbor.
They running from their shadow, basically.
Right.
I'm satanic. How crazy can you be?
Yeah, it's like a taste of their own medicine, basically. The nukes, once these nukes hit,
You know.
they bombed Hiroshima,
Yeah.
so they're about to taste their own medicine.
And they know it. They completely know it. How the hell you pollute the earth, the air, and now you wanna your own air, you gonna pollute it? They're like, man, we did this one too bad. 'Cause, you gotta go to Mars.
I say Russia.
It ain't gonna happen, man.
Russia just got the testing out they nukes. They shot a nuke and it hit like the sea or something like that. But that's like, oh no, that's still messing up the it's still messing up the sea and it's still messing up the air.
But they know, man. They know why. Because while we wait, they looking at prophecy too. You finish that?
Not yet, let's go.
Go ahead, and then you can start back up, brother.
For the devil is
Read
come.
back when you left.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath,
Yeah, they finna go crazy, man.
because he knoweth that he hath but a
Look.
short time.
Because he what?
Because he knoweth.
Because he what?
Because he knoweth.
No, he don't know.
Because he knoweth.
No, not. He not reading the scriptures while we wait.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
They know, man. They know, no. They know who you are. They know who we are, man. Like they know. And then see who's so crazy about these sellout jakes, man, that can't get it. Like you said, somebody do gotta play the 2/3. It ain't nothing you can do about it. They finna get you too. They want them dead too. They really think they love them, man.
Exactly.
They really believe that.
Like what dude said off the ESPN, he was talking about how they play for Esau's music
Yep.
for entertainment.
They cut them off air. Yep.
That's all we do
Max
in all
Kellerman.
sports.
Max Kellerman.
Football,
Big
basketball,
Jew.
baseball. It's all for Esau's entertainment.
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
See? And that's actually the devil too. The sword is the devil. Let me get Psalm 17 and 10 real quick. Like I said, you gotta to really get a visual of what the hell is being said. You gotta break words down. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 17 and verse 10. They are enclosed in their own fat.
Started. That's a good one. So let's just start at 13. You got it.
Psalms chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down.
Yep. Because it say for the woe to them that dwell in the world, because the sword is drawing near, right? And it just told us that the devil has come down unto you. Well, I have you know the devil is a sword. According to this, go ahead.
Deliver my soul from the wicked,
The wicked.
which is thy sword.
There you go, man. You see? The devil is not the wicked. It's not the wicked and the devil the same thing, you know? Because devil just means deceiver. So if the devil is the wicked, it just tells you the wicked is the sword. You see? That's who actually drawing there. See how it's just one message. The Lord will just use a different word here. Because he don't want everybody getting it. Everybody ain't gonna be diligent like that. Let me find out, you know what I'm saying? Get on the phone, brother, what word is this? Because I see that a lot. Is that, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's how we got the drop.
I was like, Salak, you need a shirt, brother? It was cool out, some long sleeves.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Builds
that's
your
cool.
spirit.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
That's why I wasn't trying to put no jacket on. Because we be out here when it's damn near blizzards and shit. You know? We tougher than football players and basketball players and hockey players. And, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be. You know? Go ahead. That's why the Lord probably brought you in. Because he'll pull you from something that's in your life that's what you would tend to notice that lines up with being useful in the truth. You know what I'm saying? You have a certain toughness to you. You know? People ain't tough. Like it's dudes that won't teach this truth because they know they gotta stand out here in the cold. But it's Israelites that gotta be woke up for all this to come to pass. Right? If the Israelites the rest of the Israelites, right, that gotta get woke up, don't wake up, you can't even be saved. So you got to do the work. You see? But it's guys that won't realize that, and the Lord will just boot them out. You know what I'm saying? Like simply. You know? Go ahead.
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh,
That's right.
and one people shall stand up to fight against another,
Race wars.
and swords in their hands.
Yep. Because when you look at the Antifa groups, you got Antifa groups, which is groups that's protesters. That's basically organized by George Soros. He's like an elite banker, an Edomite, right? They already got cities marked they about to hit if shit don't go right when the election, after the elections.
Exactly.
Those same Antifa groups been getting into it with militia groups out here. Like Edomites that group up together, like
They
people,
call it the Proud Boys. It's a group called the Proud Boys.
for example.
They just a Edomite militia group, and basically they saying if Trump don't get elected or whatnot, they gonna be about that. You know what I'm saying?
And who in their face? You said it's a bunch of who?
Edomites.
Right? So-called white people. Well, guess what? Who's gonna oppose them? Black Lives Matter. See that?
Not fucking around, please.
You gotta be able to, cause you gotta match what's written to what the hell is actually happening. Lord ain't gonna write Black Lives Matter, but a brother that's really in the spirit, he'll tell you like, yo, Black Lives Matter in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And he'll show you. But the average mind couldn't receive it, cause it ain't gonna say Black Lives Matter, like how we say America in the scriptures, but they ain't gonna receive it. I don't hear America. No, it ain't for you. Go ahead.
Come on. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16.
If the Lord said the majority gonna be destroyed, right? Let me get just hold this. Jeremiah 25 and 32, I think. Right? If the Lord said the majority gonna be destroyed, right? Don't you think everybody will be up here if it said America in the Bible? You know what I'm saying? See? That's how he gonna get them. You gotta really have faith and believe. You gotta believe in something you can't see. But it's getting to the week. See, we in the days where the Lord actually starting to show himself again, as we just seen. You know? When them angels and Yahweh shall really come on earth, then people gonna get it. They gonna be like, what the? And he gonna be a so-called black man. Your own bloodline relative. You know? Yep. We gonna figure it out now. Got it.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16.
So let's get to it. What are we talking about? People's house is about to be ran in, right?
For there shall be sedition among men.
That's gonna be sedition. Can somebody get the word for sedition? Just a quick Google joint. Let's get that.
I got it.
Go ahead, brother.
This is sedition. It's a noun. It says conduct or speak or conduct or speech, inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch.
Woo! And you know what? Read that prophecy one time. Now listen to this.
Come on. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse
The
16.
Lord had it happen already, and it still happens. Go ahead.
For there shall be sedition among men.
So it's actually like a ploy put amongst people. It's like we dropped the chemtrail. That's what a sedition is. Read the definition one more time, brother.
It says conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch.
Can y'all got any examples y'all can think of seeing that already done happened? 'Cause I got one. Queen and Slim. You seen Queen and Slim? That's sedition among men. They put that out so people can start, yeah, we gonna rise up. Yeah, we about to like F y'all up. You see? That's sedition, man. That's crazy, man. These people know, man. Like they literally, they know, and all the prophecies coming to pass, regardless if they knew or not. You know what I'm saying? Sedition.
Yeah, low key, I feel like all those movies like
That's you can see it.
one with
Trying to entice people to do something.
I forget what movie it is.
What you say, brother?
You're saying how if like what would happen if the so-called blacks rise up, what would happen to them?
Oh,
Is
say
that
that
what you
again?
mean? Is that what you mean? As if so-called black like rise up, like what would happen? Like they'll get shot down or anything?
Well, just the whole idea of so-called black rising up. That's what that's
Like
talking about.
someone putting something out to make the blacks rise up.
Oh, to anger them and everything.
Right, like any kind of example or something like that, pretty much. Yeah.
That's another one. Yep. Yep. That's another one. We just sat down and watched that movie together. Annabelle, they put that movie out to incite, you know what I'm saying? Monster. Because it's written for the tribes to risk. Like, Judah got to rise up. Because you Judah, right? We got to rise up, man. That's written.
Yeah, birth of a nation. That one's heavy.
Right now.
Yeah, because that's Judah.
Chirac.
I ain't see it. Because it was crap.
Yeah, it was crap. I ain't gonna lie. Us, but you have to understand. But that's pretty much what happened in that movie. The people from below, they rose up and start taking their spots back in the world, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
And we know these movies are like chemtrails, because look what Black Panther did to our people. Y'all, you
Mother's walk around.
Condom.
You know what I'm saying?
They only put that out because they knew that that's still false. That's still like
Exactly.
not the right way. So they was okay with it.
Yep, exactly. You got it?
Con. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16.
So there shall be
For there shall be sedition among men,
prophecy happening. Go ahead.
and an invading,
And what? Here it is.
and invading
What is invading, man? Go ahead.
one another.
One another, man. Somebody gonna really think they could just come up to you and be like, yo, they're gonna dig in your pockets. Because they got the heat on you. They got the heat on them, and everything has just been, it's gonna be complete anarchy out here, man. Can we get that word anarchy and a word for the meaning for anarchy and a meaning for what's the word you just read? Invading.
Invading.
Invading, man.
And I was gonna say another sedition was George Floyd, if you will.
Yep. Yep. It's all y'all knew damn well you can't be in 2020 kneeling down on some so-called black man neck
On camera.
on camera. Come on, man. And it was so spiritual when y'all brought, because I still want to go, still want to go make that a lesson. That name, when y'all broke the name down. George Floyd name, because there's vibrations in names. His name, we break his name down, it incited prophecy. He was that, the Lord set George Floyd up because he had it happen ultimately, right? The devil probably plotted it, but the Lord, he vetoed it because it's going to bring forth prophecy.
Right.
You know? Because that's their job, to be the wicked. Whether they lying to you, however he gets you to take the chip. As long as it happens, because it's going to happen. It has to happen. It don't matter. That's how he going to veto it, you know? But George Floyd was put out here just to get all this shit going. When you break the name down. Go ahead. And then too, brother, if you want to bring out scriptures, if you hear something and it make you think of a scripture, you can bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's you building right now. You know what I'm saying? As I said, by the time you step on this side, if it's your lot, you'll be right here. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever. You know? Because you know. Go ahead.
Definition.
This is it's anarchy. It says a state or disorder due to absence or non-recognition of authority.
Disorder due to what?
A state of disorder due to absence.
See? So the pretty much rules gonna disappear. That's anarchy, man. When people ain't being charged for crimes no more, that's why they gonna start invading you. Can we get invaded real quick?
I got it.
This is invade. It says enter so as to subjugate or occupy it.
One more time, brother.
It's invade. It's got another definition. I think it's a little better.
Yeah, kind of good, yeah.
It's invade, enter in large numbers, especially can't say that, especially with an intrusive effect.
Intrusive. Now, highlight that word intrusive and then web search.
It's intrusive, causing this disruption or annoyance through being unwelcome or uninvited.
One more time, brother.
Intrusive, causing disruption or annoyance
Yep.
through being unwelcome or uninvited.
You ain't welcome nobody. They gonna be in your crib, in your pockets. Give me everything. Yeah, give me everything. That's how it's gonna be, man. Think how many niggas out here, man.
Turn them loose. They already like dogs out here,
Okay,
man.
what you say about them in the city when they was rioting already? If ain't nobody fixed the window, they still gonna be running in,
Man.
clearing it out.
Yep, that's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's an intrusive, the invasion.
That's it.
Gone.
That's it, man.
You got the window open, so this is me. You telling me the door's open?
Yep.
By the spirit, it's like, it's,
But what's the door being open? when the rules is gone. People ain't being charged for nothing no more. They about the treason. I've been saying that for months now. This is an act of treason. What they doing with America right now, they literally, they intentionally making this place go to nothing, man.
Exactly.
You gonna make people go crazy and make all this happen? Yes, because that's who they are. Give me Psalms 90 and 9, please. You know, this shit is a movie, man. It really is, man. This is not real life. You got niggas playing basketball in the bubble, TVs in the stands,
no crowd,
Lil Wayne
nothing.
ugly face on it. It's crazy.
That's so weird to you, man. To really believe they NBA players in an empty gym, grown men who ain't left the bubble
Big mugs.
to keep enticing this and to keep inciting this. They doing interviews
Yeah, we should
amongst nobody. But I'm just saying, ain't nobody there. Like, they not talking. Like, it's empty.
And Arian said,
Yeah, we shouldn't even be here. This is a distraction.
so why you pick 6'8", 7'12" Israelite men? Because that's all it is, Israelite men, right? Getting hold. You see? Man, go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms chapter 90 and verse 9. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath.
Yep.
We spend our years as a tale that is told.
What that sound like? A movie, right? And it's the narration. We like the narrators.
This is great.
People walk past and we narrating their life. They don't even know that. You know, the ultimate narrator, the Father, we just, you know, look, he used us to write the words and narrate. That's how important the Israelite men is. You know, we telling people what the hell they outcome about to be. You know, not tomorrow, but overall. You know what I'm saying? Like a big guess. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. Anybody can guess what you might do tomorrow. You can guess and be right, but like you ain't gonna do nothing tomorrow. You might eat some pizza. What's tomorrow?
I say you gonna wake
Sunday.
up.
Tomorrow Sunday though, right? You gonna watch the game. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
That's easy. You can't tell. It's hard to tell somebody what the hell's about to happen. You see?
Yeah. They ultimatum, you know, if you would.
What's gonna happen as the pandemic progresses? That's what we out here doing. You
Right.
see? That's heavy, man.
Before the pandemic, we was talking about this, you know?
The address is where the Lord will come back.
Yep. Go ahead, brother.
Con.
There's more.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among them,
Yep.
among men, Salat,
Yep.
and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings,
Yep. So they're gonna be invading one another. Go ahead.
nor princes.
Yep. They're not gonna regard. That's anarchy. Because your kings is your rulers.
Con.
You see, let me get Ecclesiastes, Brother War, you can get it. Ecclesiastes 8 and 1. Matter of fact, I think it's 8 and 4. Where the word of a king is.
Ecclesiastes, you want me to bring it out, Doc?
Yeah, yeah.
It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 4. It says, where the word of a king is, there is power.
You see? Because he got rule. What that just say again?
Con. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16.
Presidents liken unto kings, by the way. Go ahead.
They shall not regard their kings, nor princes.
Ain't gonna be, the word's gonna be gone. They ain't hearing it no more. What the? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy, man. Go ahead.
And the course of their actions,
In the course of their path, right? The way they walk, right? The life, you know, they be like, you know, the roads you going down, man. The decisions you making. You see? That's what it means. The course of their actions. Go ahead.
and the course of their actions,
Of who actions?
of their actions,
Go ahead.
shall stand in their power.
You see that? It's gonna be what people say. You know what I'm saying? What we say. Because that's what people been wanting for years, man. You know, that's what the whole what is that? I think that's the idea behind I know I can't think of it on top of my head though. The whole idea behind like Democrats and Republicans, going back to the plebeians and the plebeians and the patricians,
Yeah, Patricia.
the whole Republican, pretty much that was started. The whole Democratic and Republican Party idea goes back to Rome, right? When it was the plebeians, the poor, versus the patricians, which is the top fathers. You know what I'm saying? And they came together and formed the so-called Republican, to where that's supposed to, I forget how it goes as far as the wording. Pretty much what they wanted back then, they want people to pretty much the dictatorship to being the power of the people. You know? And that's how it's gonna happen. Ain't nobody finna keep, it's 2020. It's bound to happen, man. Look, football players tired of it, so-called basketball players tired of it, these celebrities, everybody tired.
Everybody talking. It's like Select.
You got it?
Like Kanye. He on Twitter trying to get out of his contract. He want his masters. He want what's his. He don't want the masses, the white man to have his power. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get that back. And he trying to also persuade all the rest of the people who don't got their power to get theirs back.
Right. So this is what we do while we wait, man. And it's another one. They said they shall spoil their goods. I'm trying to get that one. Because that's just one part of how they're gonna be invaded. They shall spoil their goods. That's not, I think that's in the like the 12th chapter. Let me get, while we wait, let's get Romans 12 and 1.
This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren.
Matter of fact, go ahead and what did you leave off at?
17.
17.
15, chapter 15, verse 17.
Okay, yeah, go to 17. Read through, yeah, that's it. It's in 19. Yeah, we just gotta keep going. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 17.
Now, here we go, brother. Listen to this. Go ahead.
A man,
Still on that Matthew 6.
a man shall desire to go into a city
Yep.
and shall not be able.
Because it's gonna be so crazy. They're gonna have places blocked off. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy, man. Go ahead. And then you already see that now. They made when the shutdown had, before they let up like certain bars to open back up, they were saying you couldn't, places from certain states, they put like a list out saying certain places that couldn't come here. If you came from that certain place, you gotta get quarantined.
Right.
You see, for 14 days. It's crazy, man.
They said about people from Wisconsin. They say they basically banned people from coming from Wisconsin into Illinois.
There you go.
Right.
See?
Even further to it, when they looted or whatnot. When they looted or whatnot, they
Yeah, man, but like you said, he said they're not gonna be able to. Hispanic?
¿Tú eres latino? Tú eres un israelita. Tú eres un israelita. Israelite. Hebrea.
Don't die, man. Don't die. See your old bottom.
He was too old.
Yeah. Finish.
He stumbled, that's it. Almost broke him.
He got marked though. Cause you stopped and looked. You see? So you gotta tell you. Even if you don't tell them, us being out here is marking people. I was just reading that earlier. Literally, we just us just being here is just marking people. You ain't have to stop. You heard. Good.
So the two that came before, that was trying to
better than
to me. Like, guys, I tell them to come over where
Yep.
we're already here.
Yep. Because see, this how just the Lord is. He put it in your pathway. You see? He blessed. Look, he's like, here y'all go. Let's see. They ain't gonna stop. But when that day come, matter of fact, let me get Proverbs 1 and 22. Please let me get that.
It's low.
Alright, we're going. Might be a quick one tonight. But we out here with the brothers, so it's all good. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
How long, ye simple ones,
Uh-huh.
will ye love simplicity?
Yep. Watch this. Go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their scorning,
Yep. Go ahead.
and fools hate knowledge.
Yep. People walk past, talk stuff. They reject knowledge. Especially our people tell you that in Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you rejected knowledge, I'm gonna reject your kids. So when it's time for them N16s to come out, it's finished. You see the Lord already putting babies to death. Now, he ain't seen nothing yet, man. Go ahead. We ain't seen nothing yet. Go ahead.
Turn you at my reproof.
He said, turn you at my reproof. That's what we do. We reproof. Look up that word. Go ahead.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
He gonna pour it out. Because this, remember that 1 week we was going into, they gonna drink in the cup. When you read, you know what I'm saying? We should just pour it, start pouring it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we doing. We like we spilling it out here on people. They stepping in it. Y'all stepping in the words of the Lord, don't even know it. Your shoes are stained with the words of the Lord. You marked now. You see? You're gonna realize in that day, that was my salvation, God, please, no. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. It's gonna tell you right here, man. Go ahead.
Turn you at my reproof.
Yep.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Yep, this is his spirit, man. What is the spirit? Can somebody get John 6:63? Go ahead.
I will make known.
He said he will what?
I will make known.
No, he ain't gonna make a way.
I will make known
Go ahead.
my words unto you.
See? His words. That just told you what the spirit is. He said he gonna make known his words unto you. You see? Go ahead. Keep going. There's more. Because that's not even the point. This is the point.
Because I have called and ye refused.
Yep.
I have stretched out my hand.
He called. This is the Lord. He calling everybody number. He got everybody number. You know what I'm saying? He know where everybody lives. So that's why he put a camp here, a camp there, a camp in this state, a camp in goddamn Tanzania, a camp in China. You know what I'm saying? Brother in China teaching. You know? Go ahead. Ain't no excuse, man. Go ahead.
God. And no man regarded.
Yep. Keep going.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel.
He said, this ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And with none of my reproof.
And with none of my reproof. You see? Go ahead.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
You see, he gonna laugh at these people when they go, God, please. As soon as you get, I remember I used to do that back in the world. This is my last time, God. You know what I'm saying? Please. Get in the jail, please. You know what I'm saying? And he gets you out. Now I'm here. Go ahead. I know, man. Every human got that. If they believe in God, they do that. As soon as your fear comes, it tell you that in the next verse. That's the main one. As soon as your fear comes, you call on God. But now you don't care. You see? They gonna care in that day. People got faith in their money. You can burn a piece of paper. Don't you know that? And it's gone. That's why you gotta learn this word. Because when they burn the word, you see, I know it now. You just gotta burn me now. But even then, you can't burn it because it's in my spirit. You see? Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation,
Right?
and your
Yep.
and your destruction
And
cometh,
your what?
and your destruction
Uh-huh.
cometh as a whirlwind.
This chaos. You see? A whirlwind. What do tornadoes cause? Shit be turned upside down, man. Lord gonna turn this place up, man. Go ahead.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you,
People gonna be like how he said, you ran from a lion, then a bear met you. You know what I'm saying?
Then a serpent bit you.
He said, when you're what?
when distress and anguish cometh upon
Then
you,
you went in the house and took a break. You know what I'm saying? You wiping the sweat off because you just escaped. You and your baby just got away from the cops that was trying to send you out to the FEMA camp. You found the open house because everything is desolate. You know what I'm saying? You was able to go in bandos. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead.
God,
You got it.
then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
See, so when all those things come, then they gonna call, man. They gonna call. Trust. They gonna call, man. I fear the Lord now, man. Lord will have your damn car flip over. You know what I'm saying? How you break your damn foot before anything actually pop up. That's how he get us. That's how he keep us in line. You know? He can have you break your foot tonight because you weren't listening. You know what I'm saying? But he wants you to listen instead of him killing you. You know? And brothers up here can attest to things like that.
Yeah, I had one day during the Shabbat, like my mind slipped, and then I had bought some Chick-fil-A, and it started raining. I had my slides on, so I started jogging back, and then I slipped, scratched my hip, my shoulder, everything, dropped the food, and I'm like, and I started realizing that it's a Shabbat. I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have bought that shit. I shouldn't have. just cook all that shit. So I'm like, shit, I mean, that was a slight punishment because it could have been worse.
Yeah,
I
chastise.
myself
Yeah.
by that. Yep.
See?
Go
Your
ahead,
testimony be
Jared.
real.
Go ahead,
See,
go ahead.
you shake brothers up when you know what I'm saying? When you get, you remind brothers. What you finna say? Salaki.
So I don't even know.
It's all good. Go ahead.
Con. Some more.
A little bit. Go ahead and finish.
They say, they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
How does it mean seek them early? Well, this is actually early. So he's saying as soon as the shit hit the fan for them, immediately. As soon as they see a piece of what you told them, right? And the door closed, like when Noah went on that ark, they gonna be like, what? Some of them gonna remember the name. They gonna, you know?
Out the blue, like
Yeah. Now you pronouncing the Lord's name. And get out of here. The Lord ain't saving you. You finished. And if you Israelite, you straight. You gonna come back in the kingdom. You gonna die a horrible death though first. You know. And they tell you that in the pocket. Go ahead. Matter of fact, let me get a second Ezra's. I get it. No, that's cool. This is second Ezra's 9, and I'm gonna start at woo man.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yep. I'm gonna start at 7. So this goes into what we're saying. Yeah. And I'm gonna start at 6. Second Ezra's 9 and 6. Even so, the times also of the highest, right? What is the times also of the highest? When he get ready to visit the earth, man, his prophecy's popping off, right? It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings. They clear. They just simply, the Lord about to end this place. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plain. The phone died. Damn. It was getting good, too. It's still gonna be good. It's all right.